Hello everybody, Andrea and Andy from Arc Adventures. Got something a little different for you today. Andy is going to show you how to make his grandmother's homemade ravioli. We're going to make some homemade dough with a homemade ravioli board from his uncle. Check it out. Don't forget to like, share, and drop in the comments if you've done the same or if you have any suggestions on how to do dough or your ravioli. Thanks for watching.
So you could just use like the store-bought Parmesan cheese, but I kind of want to do it like my grandma used to do it. So she used to buy this imported cheese from a local Italian shop. It's called Sardo from Argentina. I'm going to use this cool thing that my great uncle made. It's a cheese grater. It's got a drawer. Very cool. So let's grate some cheese real quick. Yep, you just go across and it falls down this gap and you're good to go. Alright, well, that block made an entire container of cheese, so that's awesome. And we're ready to roll. Okay, I'm not going to show this whole thing, but I would buy a big bunch of real parsley, and you got to cut all the tops off, no stems. It's going to take forever, but yeah. Cut all the stems off, put it in a food processor. Okay, so for the ravioli filling, you want 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and you want to brown it, and you want to drain it really good. So let's go. That's how you do that. Okay, so now what you need to do is add parsley and onion and cook 1 more minute. So here's a whole onion that's diced, and then here's that whole bunch of parsley that's all in the food processor and ready to roll. So throw this in. Okay, so we have the 1 whole onion diced and then the whole bunch of parsley, and cook 1 more minute. Smells amazing. Wow. Smell. Alright, after the parsley and onion, after you cook that like a minute or two, use 4 slices of soaked bread. So stale bread or any bread, 4 slices. Mix it in until the bread can't be seen. It's a little hot. Okay, so we have the onion, the parsley, the 4 pieces of bread, soaked bread. It's all combined. Now, the rest of the recipe for the filling: 4 eggs, tablespoon of salt, teaspoon pepper, ground black pepper. And this is that cheese we grated. Awesome. 1 cup of cheese. And we just got to mix all this very well. Okay, so for the dough, you're doing 8 cups of flour. And some people like to do like half regular, half whole wheat or something, but I'm just doing 8 cups of regular flour. It said to make a well in here. Alright, put in your 3 eggs. And then it says 3 cups or less of water, so now we just need to start mixing. And hopefully it keeps on the board. Okay, well this is a tag team effort because the dough is difficult. So I'm having Andrea try.
It needs a lady's touch.
It needs a lady's touch, yeah. It's starting to look much more like dough. That looks good.
I might have been a little on the northern Italian side, so maybe that's... You're more southern, right?
Yeah, middle to southern Italy. Now, my dad said the name of the town. Do we remember? I think he said it was close to Naples.
Yeah. I was, it's like Trincata or something. Really tiny. It's actually very fun to touch. This is...
Well, how does it feel? Does it feel like it's not sticking at all anymore? When you turned it, I saw a little bit of stick. You could lightly dust with flour, and then, or actually dust the board too and roll it through the flour wherever it's sticking.
Ah, yes, the beginning of the back hurting. This is quite therapeutic.
Awesome. So the board, we're not really sure how to keep the dough from sticking to the board. I mean, I guess I didn't flour the board, but I figured it was 8 cups of flour, so that should have been plenty of flour. So if you know how to keep the board nice and not sticky, yeah, not sticky or gluey, put that in the comments. We are definitely beginners on the dough. Now with this, we'll show the ravioli board, but you definitely have to use a roller. You cannot use a pasta machine. All right.
That's pretty good.
All right, good job. So I cut the big loaf of dough in half, and now I'm cutting it in half again. So we should make 4 equal parts. So we'll work with this one first. So the hard part, so here's our ravioli board. This was made by my great uncle, who was like an Italian woodworker. You have to roll out the dough to be this big, because it's got to cover the whole thing. So, little by little, you go each direction. Definitely cannot use a pasta machine because of the dimensions of the board. Oh yeah, this could hurt your back.
Probably said by every Italian grandmother. But when you're
Or grandfather.
But when you're 4'1", I guess.
Yeah, she was 4'10", so it probably made this easier.
4'1".
Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, we're still not quite there. Hey, Luke. All right, we have our little dog to help, so now it should all go well.
What do you think, Luke? Yeah?
I gotta say, everybody, this is working out really well for my first 1 out of 4. I've done this years ago, but it's been a long time. I think we might have it. Just this a little bit. Okay, so flouring the board. Okay, so here's how the ravioli board works. And as you see, it'll make 5 by 7, 35 at a time. Come on. We're short. We're fine on the width. Come on. Oh, all right.
Bam.
So what you do now, you just kind of show where the holes are. Okay, Andrea she's filling the little raviolis. Normally a melon baller would work well, but we don't have one.
Who needs a melon baller?
So we got our filling, and we'll check back. And just like that, there's the last one.
This one might have a little much.
Almost looks like cookie dough.
A bit more savory.
A bit more savory. All right. So here's the ravioli board. You just close it up. Push, push, push. Flip it over. And now we just cut them. Take away the scrap.
And if you like sweet things, you can always put a little cinnamon and sugar and pop those little strips in the oven.
Ravioli.
So cute.
Look at them. All the raviolis. What? Alright, so let's kill this one.